Hi everyone, I'm back with another video. This one is for the open collaboration by Thelma Hall and Crafting by the Pond. It is hashtag Stamping Sunday and hashtag Stamp Play. I've been watching Emilee's Paper Caper put these videos out on Sundays, and for whatever reason I thought they were stamping Saturdays, which could be a thing for me, I don't know. But I really wanted to partake because over the past couple years accumulated quite a bit of stamps, and so I pulled them out and figured this would be a fun way to participate, not only participate but also collaborate and share your love or want or need to use your stamps and have fun with them, right? So I have quite a bit of sets here. I have some Tim Holtz sets. I have this one that I got from Amazon, which I don't particularly love. The stamps themselves feel very flimsy and not very solid. Even though I do like all of the stamps on it, it's not one of the better sets that I have. I also have several sets from Heidi Swapp, mainly from her Stamp Society sets and then those monthly ones that she pulls out. The reason for bringing out my stamps is because Edith from Scrapbooking with Me Crafts released a freebie of these digitals, so I downloaded it, and my printer is running out of ink, so they kind of don't look the same. This is like the darker brown that she has, and then like a cream colored type of color for it, and then she released this one that has like a gray shadow box in it, and then the borders, and they're all the same except for the 3 different colors that they come with. So you can actually print 2 pages at a time on one page, and the stamps can become smaller and smaller, but there's varying sizes on here. And I've already started playing with this, which has been really fun. I've been getting into junk journaling, and this has just been something that I just wanted to start off somewhere. I see a lot of the junk journaling community do a lot of this type of ephemera where they create their own tickets or stamps, and I've already started playing with them, and I've done several where I actually make like a collage type of stamping, or I just stamp actual stamps by themselves, like these 2 right here, or even this one here, and then I've just been adding on to them. Like this is 3 different sets, and this is that one stamp set by Heidi Swapp. I think you'll be able to see it like this better. This has that little double-decker bus, and it has the wheels that you can add on after you stamp it. It has a big cruise ship, the luggage tag. I like this heart-shaped world type of picture, and then it has the little airplane that kind of travels around the heart, and it has a lot of travel themed type of stamps, which you can make little pictures with, or it's kind of like collaging but with stamps, and you can add and build your own either scene or just collection of words and what have you. So this one also has like cancellation stamps here. It has tiny little arrival and departure sets, the little oh my gosh, I can't think of the word right now for that one, a passport, etc. So I have that one. I have one of the more essential sets is the eccentric set from Tim Holtz. I also I've been playing with several, so the correspondence, Elizabeth Craft Designs has this ticket set. There's Kathy Holden with these seals that you can also use. Here's some more from Creative Expressions and Sam Poole with the dates from the past. There's 2 more sets from Sam Poole that she just recently released, and I'd love to get those, but even though I've been failing already, I'm on a spending freeze. And so I have all these sets to use. I've been failing at it, but I still wanted to do this. I also thought about making some sort of like, because these look like stamps, I figured I would, so let me show you what I've done. I've kind of made little collages where I've done different sets and different types of colors on the stamps to make them look like either mailing stamps or even tickets. This one I haven't finished up because I haven't found what I want to stamp on it. Even this looks like a giant postage stamp, and then I can either choose to put cancellation stamps all over it, or decide not to and just keep it at that. Then you can cut them out and you can use them as either journaling spots, ephemera, tuck things, maybe 2 at a time, and make a bookmark or a long tag. That would be fun. Even one like this together would be great. Even cutting them out and then collaging them onto a masterboard or something to that effect would be fun. But I've really enjoyed my time stamping all of these together. And then I've gone into playing with different colored inks as well. So that's been really fun to look at. Like I said, I've been using several stamp collections. I even have the correspondence, of course, is another one that I've seen junk journaling communities use. And then they do different things like the entomology as well, because they like to use the bugs, or the mushrooms, which is another set that I had picked up not too long ago, I think in the last year maybe. And then this one I picked up recently, which is the creative blocks, which look really cool also. And I've used a couple of those here and in different colors. So I really like how that look has come out. Just going to continue building up these stamps that I've been doing. I was thinking about maybe doing something here, and all I'm using is, like I said, those stamp sets that I pulled out. I have several others on the stacks, but I just wanted to go ahead and get started with the stamping itself. I want to make sure I'm in frame. I really enjoy watching Emilee's Paper Caper channel, and I think what I've enjoyed about it also, and it's kind of funny to notice that when she does her videos, she has her sister and her sister's husband. They are a duo and they play the harp. They play the harp and they play music, and so she has that going on while it's in the background. So I think it's really cool. It's very relaxing when she's doing that together, and I find that very comforting. So I think I'm just gonna make something like this, like if it's a work order or something to that effect. So I have a scrap piece of paper that I just stamp off the ink, and then that way I don't tend to really clean these because the ink is permanent pretty much anyway, so I don't find that I clean them very much. I am using archival inks here, with the exception of a few of the distress inks, because one, I wanted to see what they look like with different colors, and then secondly, I don't have Uncharted Mariner in an archival ink, and I don't know if Tim Holtz is gonna come out with that color as part of the archival inks. I don't know how many more sets he's gonna do of those, but I really like them. Let's see here, so that one's done. I was thinking of doing something else with it, just so that it won't look like it's unfinished. Let's do this one up here. Some of these stamps I think I've used it where I inked the whole sheet and then inked it all together. So maybe I'll do the level 95, like up there. I really do like using these Tim Holtz acrylic blocks for the smaller stamps. They do get kind of tricky because the acrylic block itself is a little thin, and so when you're used to using the thicker acrylic blocks, it takes a little bit of a learning curve. Not a big one here. I was looking for the thicker ones. They're quite different in size, if you can tell, but I still like using these, and so it has been fun to use them. And all I do if you have kids, I just use their old homework and I stamp off, and I use these as just scrap pieces of paper that I can stamp the ink off of. So let's try a different color. I did want to use the correspondence one because this one has this hand here, and maybe I can stamp it right over that light blue ink, kind of like a shadow, and then it has different layers to the stamp. So I will do that. I'm gonna tear that part off of it. Usually when it comes to the Tim Holtz sets, you can weed out all the stamps and then leave them, but I kind of like to leave them in there because I feel like, oh, that one won't fit there, so I'm gonna have to use one of these, and then I'll just stamp one of these over here. So maybe I'll do that first. So let's do that then. I wanted to do the stamp Sunday because of the fact that I don't use my stamps nearly enough, and I thought this would be a great way to use my stamps and also be able to make something creative. I'm in the middle of using my dies so that I can create some December advent countdowns. And since I haven't, I get kind of bored about it without, you know, trying to fall off the bandwagon and not do that project and finish it. I wanted to do something different creatively because that can get a bit monotonous. This color is the Sky Blue. It's from Wendy Vecchi. And I figured I can use this, kind of put it up here because the box is gonna go over it. Maybe even do another stamp for it. Let's see, we'll do it one more time right here. We'll use it with something else. That still seems kind of blurry to me, but maybe because it doesn't have enough ink. Maybe I'll use something different. However, anyway, moving on. Let me take out another block. See, I'm gonna have to do something here because I landed a stamp there. But this will look like a little mailing label or something. I was thinking about doing it in red, but no. I'm using these archival inks, but I think I need to buy re-inkers for some of them. And that's the trade-off that you do when you buy these smaller inks. I like them because of their size, but I do have a VersaFine Clear, so I think I'm gonna use that. That's a little bit more juicy, and right now I wanna make an effort to get it inked well. That's a trade-off that you make when you buy these smaller ink sets. You have to either re-ink them or they're going to dry it out a lot faster because of the fact that they're smaller ink pads, just depending on where you live too and how hot or humid you have your space. It might further the drying process of your inks. For example, if you don't cover them back up, that might speed up the drying process. So that's what I've been doing. I really have had a lot of fun stamping, and it is thanks to Heidi Swapp and the Distress Oxide inks. Even though right now I'm not using any, that's what I've always liked stamps. I just didn't consider myself much of a stamper because of the fact that it didn't intrigue me and I didn't think I was very good at it. And I think the way that you get yourself away from that type of thought is that you just have to keep practicing, and really that's the way to go. So this one I'm not really gonna ink too precisely because I just kind of want certain, maybe that's not the look I was going for. Ugh. I'm not trying to be too precious with these things, but also, you know, if it looks messy, that's okay. I think we should just embrace it, and I'm trying to figure that out as I go. I don't want things to be too precious where I want to experiment. And right now, that's the time to do this because you have more space to work with. If you mess up, then try again. I did print more than one paper, so I know that I can do this more than once. I made an actual, that's a big line, so maybe I'll try to do it inside the deco or postage stamp edge and see if I like that any better. Yeah, so maybe I messed that one up, and that's okay. I'm just trying to experiment with how things will look, and I'll know next time to do something different. So it is what it is. Or stamp off the color, that's what I meant to say. And I'll put these ink stamps back. And that's the thing, if you want to keep track of your stamps and not lose them, you gotta put them back as you go, and your fingers will get inky. So just, you know, it comes with the territory. And sometimes some people are not okay with getting inky, and so they stay away from it. Other times you just have to, I guess, grin and bear it. But it is fun, and it has been fun trying to think of ways to make the different collage style or the images look cohesive, or try to make them look like different types of work order tickets or stamps. And that's the fun of it, right? You get your creativity going. So that has been really fun to do. And if it doesn't work out, well, it doesn't work out. And that's okay too. I don't want the ruler. And I changed my mind, and that's okay too. So let's put that up. And that's probably the one thing, is that if you don't want a whole bunch of stamps everywhere, then work with one set or two at most, you know, and then maybe stamp some out and then bring in a different set and then work your way up so that you don't have your whole desk full of all of these stamp sets all over the place. I have a desk full of stamps right now, and so it can get a bit chaotic. If you don't want that feeling or don't like that feeling, maybe it would be best to try and do something different. I wonder even if they'll fit. Okay, let's see. Correspondence address only. Ooh, will that look good down here? Hopefully it'll fit. And I think I want it to do that in a red. So whoever is mailing it can see it. So I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Post office. And we'll do that up here. Should I keep with the two colors or just do this? Let's just do it. All right, I'm gonna bring it down so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, let's put it up there. It's overlapping. It's okay. We're just trying to figure things out. We're not going to be so precious about it. So I just want to finish these up. Number 5, sure. Let's do, this is the one I was using. Nope. Was it this one? This one. Let's do it here. Or why don't we do a whole row of them? So even like that, I think that's gonna be fun because it does give it a different kind of look. And sometimes we don't have to do just one stamp. We can do it more than once. Oh, I'm glad I was able to do the same amount of number stamps. Okay, that looks like fun. I know what I can do. Let's do some stars there. I have been seeing videos where people make paper out of their junk mail and their recycled paper, and I want to do it, but I'm also not wanting to get into other hobbies. I've also been seeing a lot of people make those carved stamps. Somebody that I've loved, the way they do that is, what is her name? Balzer Designs. She does a lot of stencils in the community, in the art community, and she does the carvings where they're repetitive, and she makes big looking mosaic looking things. Stars. I wanted stars. Are those too big? There's little stars here, and then there's bigger stars there. I think I want to go for the little stars, and they're right here in a set of 3. And I want to do them in the red, so let's do them in the red. This is the Vermilion from the Letter It series. It's an archival ink from Ranger. I don't know how I ended up with this little 4 set, but it has this color and this sepia and 2 others, I think. So I'm gonna make the stars go this way. I should have maybe lined them up a bit better. Hopefully they come out okay. And you think those will fit? Ooh, that's gonna be a close call. They fit. I think I should have left it without the stars now that I'm looking at it, but it is what it is, right? So that's that. That's gonna be, I'm gonna call that one done. And then let's see here, 2 more, and then I'll finish this video and maybe do another stamping Sunday. I'm here at the house by myself. This house has been pretty busy and kind of unexpected. The one thing I have missed this week is that my friend Joni and Michelle, we missed our Zoom meeting, and I'm kind of missing that right now. So hopefully we'll be able to get together again pretty soon, because I really missed it. I missed having it this week, and I was rather looking forward to it too. So let's do one of these big ones. I like these big ones because then it will take up a lot of space, but two, that important will barely just fit. Maybe inspect. Oh, that's kind of bigger too. Let's do that with the number. I like that. Maybe even the airmail will work. All right, well, I think I'm also stamping on a piece of foam. Even though I have all of these papers, I think I have the one paper here, then the foam, and then those on the bottom. So I could work with the one paper, but I do have it on top of a piece of, this is a stamping mat from Creative Expression. And I have it as a stamping mat, but I also use it to pierce the holes when I want to sew on the paper. So I just turn it over when it comes to stamping. But that's what I use. You can use a mouse pad. You can use, I'm thinking I should have done it in the brown instead, because it looks, the blue and the black are such a different contrast. But I like how that came out. Let's stamp that off and follow along. It's an open collaboration. I think I like that. I think that's very low key and low non-committal, but you can participate when you want, and then you can discover other people doing this. It's been really fun looking at the way people make videos, especially as content creators. They're little quick 5-10 minute ooh, I can only ink the mail too. That would be cute. But let's do mail only. Let's only stamp the mail part. I've been doing that too. I think for this one, instead of it saying important, I just put import mail. And I think that I'm about to stamp the mail as well for this one only. And then that way it gives it a different look as well. So don't be afraid to kind of, you don't have to cut the, that looks great. And ooh, we can put urgent mail. See? And that'll change the look of the stamps you have too. So then that also makes it look really different from what you usually have. And it's okay to make them all look the same. It's okay to make them all look different. It's okay to not stamp the whole. And we'll do this in red, since urgent means it needs to get there quickly. Anyway, so those are, oh, I missed one, but that's okay. I think this video has gone long enough. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know. What stamps have you been playing with lately? Do you enjoy stamping? Maybe we'll do this one, this last bit. Let's see, what can we do it with? I kind of want to get like a second generation stamp of this, so that it'll be as if it was, let's see how it looks with second gen. Yeah, I like that look, so we'll do that there. We'll stamp it once, and then we'll stamp it again like that. And then what I can do is get a little cancellation stamp. Here we go. And what we'll do with this, I've got an accumulation of stamps here. I just have to remember not to forget them. I'm just gonna do the end of that and do that. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks great. I like that. Oh, I almost did the wrong thing. Stamp it once. And, oh, you know what? I got the line. I don't want the line. I just want that. I know. I almost did it again. Okay, so maybe you couldn't see that because it wasn't up close, but now it looks like there's an actual cancellation there, and it's not as bright as this red. It's the same color. I did a second generation stamp, or where I stamped it off once and then I used the ink that was still left over from it and did that so it looks like a cancellation. So here's a closer look of the ones that I did just now. This one is a bit messed up. I don't know if I'll use it, but that's okay. I practiced and I looked at to see what I liked about it. Maybe using different colors, maybe making this a bit different or in red. I think it would look great with these two together, or the blue and then the hand stamp and this part red. I'm not in shot. Sorry. Here's a close-up of some more of those. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can either download the freebie that Edith from Scrapbooking with Me Crafts has. She also has a different freebie with this one. And if you want, I'll do a real quick pan over the other ones that I made. I kind of like this one with the repeating little busts. This one looks like a stamp. So that's what I did. And yeah, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.